got a good arm and he's athletic and he can throw the ball really well. And so really you just look across their whole team. You know, they're solid everywhere. So we're excited to go up against them and put on a good performance.
Talk about your quarterback. You guys go good on good. What have you seen out of Devin Brown so far?
Yeah, I think Devin, he's a really confident kid, and what I like about him is he's going to go out there and let it rip. He's super talented, skilled, and I'm really excited to see for him to show what he can do.
Do you see the leadership out of him? I mean, he gifted everybody the JBLs, but I mean, are you starting to see him take to the leadership role that quarterback needs to have?
Yeah, I think he's really excited for this opportunity to be the starting quarterback in this bowl game. I think he realizes the importance of it and how great of an opportunity it is for him. I think he's doing a great job, stepping into that role and trying to become that leader that we need him to be.
I know why he chose 33. What about 33 stood out to you?
Stood out to me?
Yeah.
Everybody in my family were 33.
Yeah.
My dad, his cousins, his uncle. So it was kind of a family number. And since I couldn't get 40 here at Ohio State, that was my next best jersey number.
So 33 to you is like 97 to the Bosa family.
Exactly. Yeah. Except for 40 was like 97 to me.
Yeah.
I wore 40 since I was this big, and unfortunately I couldn't get it here. But maybe next year.
That was a Chick Harley number, I think.
Huh?
I think that was a Chick Harley number.
Hop along Cassidy.
Oh yeah, Hop too.
That's why it's in the Ring of Honor.
Dude, sometimes they wear a different number every year.
Denzel wears 10 for Choice Middle wear 10.
Yeah, I know. I reached out to the family when I was a freshman. Unfortunately, they told me they wanted to see it in retirement still.
Okay.
So
is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Jack, you're playing football, college football, in a very interesting time. Do you agree with that? Meaning, the NIL, the portal, NFL decisions, things like that. How do you keep all that? Managed.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's a crazy time. The transfer portal, like you mentioned, NIL, guys deciding whether to declare or not. I think it's college football as we're going to see it from here on out, I believe. And so, I just think guys are just trying to. I think the best way to go about it is just make the main thing and focus on football, and the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah.
How different is recruiting now than when you went through it? I mean, it seems just a couple years ago for you.
Yeah, we didn't even get our official visits because we were during COVID, so that's a new thing. I don't they get like unlimited official visits or something like that, which is crazy because there was 5, I think, back when I was in high school. I couldn't take a single one. Let alone, the money that they're getting offered coming out of high school.
The money some are getting to take an official visit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just different, and I'm not saying that's wrong or right or indifferent, but I just think it's definitely a lot different than what it was when I was coming out. I think it's just college football as we know it from here on out.
I'll ask you this way. How excited are you to play Akron next year open season?
We play Akron open season?
Yeah, how excited are you for that game?
Super excited. Akron had a good year this year, didn't they?
You gonna play in that game?
Huh?
You gonna play in that game?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. More than likely, yeah, probably.
You kind of backpedaled into that.
Yeah, I know.
You gonna let Spencer trick you like that?
Wait, did you say
No.
more than likely? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
You've mentioned the idea of transfers and guys have to declare. After your last game, were you kind of antsy to see if everybody would come back, or do you guys kind of know that most of you will come back?
You said that after
To
the
play
team-
this game,
After,
yeah.
Oh, to play in this
After
game?
the Michigan game to play in this game.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think when you got a bunch of competitors like we do, who love to play ball, I think it was kind of a no-brainer. Everyone who could play would play, unless if it just didn't make sense, obviously for some guys. But it's just another opportunity to play, this game that we love, that God's blessed us with the ability to play, and for Ohio State and against a good opponent in AT&T Stadium. So I think that as soon as we knew what bowl we were playing in, that it was kind of a no-brainer that a bunch of guys are going to play.
How important is it to win this game?
Oh
Not only
man,
for this year, but
it's
next
super
year.
important. There's no other option besides to win this game for us. So we're excited to go out there and compete.
Why, not to probe too much, but why more than likely? Why not, I guess, fully say yes if it's a probably?
I don't know. I'm not want to get into any specifics right now about that, but I'm just excited about this game and playing this game with the guys that we came in with and competing one last time.
Are you going to do an edit, or are you going to is it just going to just come out when you make?
I don't
your
know. I'm a
decision?
simple guy. I just like to put things out there, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet.
Jack, what does it say not only to have a lot of guys who have opted into the game, but also have declined to give an answer, yes or no, on whether they're coming back, and just kind of keeping the focus on Friday night?
I think that's one of the big things is, you know, we're all focused in on this game and nothing else. And, you know, we're playing a great team. It's a good opportunity to come out here and finish the season the right way. And I think that the big thing, like you said, is not to make any distractions, you know, whether they're going to go or not. And so it's just all of our focus is on this game against Missouri.
There's another New Year's Six game that's, it's got like 31 opt-outs of like 44 possible starters. Like,
What
does
game
it
is
say
that?
about the Georgia Florida State game? What does it say about Ohio
How
State?
many opt-outs?
A lot.
17 transfers.
Yeah, a lot of transfers, a lot of starters.
The guy who was supposed to be the starting quarterback for Florida State just transferred out, or is transferring out.
Really?
What does it say about like this game? Missouri seems to be very,
Yeah.
we want to win this game. Ohio State wants to be, what does
I
say
think it
about
just speaks to the culture of what we got at Ohio State is the brotherhood we got. Guys want to compete with each other. You know, even though we didn't get the opportunity to play in the playoffs, it's still really a big game. Playing here at AT&T Stadium against a really good SEC team. And, you know, we just kind of have that salty taste in our mouth still. We want to get out, and it's another opportunity to play the game of football. So I think that everyone's really excited, and I think it just speaks to the culture we have here at Ohio State.
Sorry if you've been asked something in this vein before, but in terms of the quarterback, Brady Cook, what is important for keeping a guy like him contained? Obviously, you've had experience with some other dual threat quarterbacks this year, Gavin Wimsatt, guys like that. But like, what will be important for keeping him in?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a great point. He's a great quarterback. Super athletic, got a good arm, and I think when you're playing a kid like this who's back there quarterback, it's super important to maintain him and just keep him in the pocket. You know, because when he gets out there and uses his legs, it could be a problem in the secondary. So I think, you know, we just got to rush smart and always have an eye on him.
So you talk about rushing smart. Is that ever difficult as a defensive end not to just want to, fully pin your ears back when it's third and long?
Yeah, no, it definitely gets, it's frustrating at times, but it just comes with, it's the game of football. It's smart to do that at times, and, it works. So even though sometimes we may not like to do it, it's the right thing to do. I'll play for any other D-line coach. We all came in here and we all love Coach Johnson. We all love playing for him. So with him coming back, it's big.
How much do you talk to JT and Tyleek and Mike about what their decisions are going to be?
A lot. I talk to him a lot, pretty frequently. I think that once we got down on the bowl side, though, we've been pretty focused on Missouri. But we definitely do all talk about it a little bit.
Any hints?
No hints.
Right.
Sorry.
You dropped hints for you, so I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if you would.
maybe a little bit for me. I'm not going to speak with anybody else, so.
Jim Knowles, please mention for Duke there was some kind of comment there. He's obviously coming back. How, not that there's a big history about that, but how important is that impact?
It's important. Obviously, Coach Knowles is starting to build we're starting to build a real good defense here in his scheme. And so, it's really huge that he's coming back. Because going through a D coordinator change is tough. No one likes to do that. And I think that you saw that what happens when you build off of the first year to the second year, how big of a jump we took. And then I still think, personally, I think we have another big jump to take next year if we all decide to come back. So I think him coming back is huge.
Even if you guys didn't come back, do you think there could still be a jump given those guys have been in the system now for 2-3 years?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that regardless of who comes back, the defense is going to be just fine. We're going to take another big jump. The coaches do a great job with us, getting us to understand the scheme and understand different looks for different calls. So I think regardless, the defense is going to be just fine.
Missouri's got a slot receiver who does a lot after the catch. What effect does that maybe have on you as a defensive lineman? Do you have to be more aware of that after you're rushing the passer? Just does that affect your responsibilities?
I think, when you got a receiver who's really good after the catch, you just got to be ready for him to throw quick screens, just quick bubbles. Be able to react to that and, retrace and get down the line quick and try to get it on the tackle before he gets to the second level. I think that's really the big thing when you're facing a receiver like that, especially coming out of the slot. They could throw a quick bubble screen here and there and, maybe a lake or river screen where he's coming back. So you just got to be ready for that stuff.
Is that something you talked a lot about this week?
Maybe a little bit. I wouldn't say we talked about it too much. We're just kind of getting ready for everything and preparing for a really good offense that does a little bit of everything. So just got to stay ready about preparing for every look we could possibly get from them.
First off, I guess, as you talk about it, is it kind of a group decision in a way for your class in terms of quarterbacks?
I think we've talked about that. Definitely have. I think everyone's got to make the decision that's best for them. When you're talking about your career and your future in the NFL, because that opportunity, it's an opportunity we've all been working for our whole lives. Understanding that, but then also understanding that coming back we could really improve our draft stock and get better in the areas that we need to get better at before we go to the NFL. So, to answer your question, I do think that we're trying to make it a collective group effort on our decision.